Hi everyone, this is David Sambor, and on behalf of Philippe Lecoute and myself, I'd like to welcome you to the first training in our Omni-channel funnels training. Now, I've re-recorded it from this morning because I noticed that my voice was cutting in and out, whether that was due to bad internet. So I'm redoing the training and I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. So basically what we're going to learn in this initial training is we're going to set up all of the tracking. So whether or not you're doing webinars, product launches, or any type of funnels whatsoever, what you need to do is to be able to track the customer journey from point A to point B. And point B obviously is them becoming a paying customer. So what we're going to cover in this particular training today, and again, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, to the point. We're going to learn how to set up Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics. We're going to also learn how to use the Facebook Pixel setup in Google Tag Manager. And in later videos, I'll explain the benefits of that. And what we're also going to do is we're going to look at advanced video view tracking and automations within ActiveCampaign. So let's dig in. Let's go over to, as you can see here, we are in our Facebook Business Manager for Omnichannel Funnels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to set up the pixel. But first and foremost, we're going to come over to Google Tag Manager. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the funnel. So this is a KBB style. It's like a hybrid product launch webinar funnel. So you have your opt-in, your thank you, and then you have value video training 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a live webinar room, a replay room, a Q&A, and then the order form, and then a purchase thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up all of the necessary code from Google Tag Manager. So we're going to use Google Tag Manager as the central hub for all of our tracking that will track Facebook pixels, it will track Google Analytics, and it will also track a lot more, which we will dig in deeper into other trainings. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to Google Tag Manager, and what we're going to do is we're going to come over. So when you come to Google Tag Manager, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to set up an account. And obviously I've already done that, which is Omnichannel Funnels. And then you're going to come over to admin. And what we're looking for, excuse me, is the install Google Tag Manager code. So we're going to copy that. And you see that is in the head. And then we're going to come back over to ClickFunnels. We're going to go over to settings. We're going to get rid of all of that. So select all, delete, and then I'm going to paste that in. Then I'm going to come back over to Google Tag Manager and I'm going to copy the body code back over to ClickFunnels in your settings. Let me delete all of that and then paste that in. And then I'm going to save and update the settings. Okay, so what we've already done is we have now put in the Google Tag Manager header and body code into our main ClickFunnels settings. So again, whenever you're doing a funnel, you do it in the settings here, okay? Head tracking code, body tracking code. That's where your Google Tag Manager code goes. And the rest we're going to do in Google Tag Manager. So now that we've done that, we're going to go back to Workspace. And what we're going to do is we're going to install the base Facebook pixel code. So I'm going to add a tag. And let me come over to Facebook, set up the install pixel, manually install it. So I'm going to copy that to the clipboard, and then in Google Tag Manager, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste that in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the Facebook track page view. We're going to do that separate. So this is just the base script. So I get rid of that there. So that's what you've got. Now, with the, excuse me, with the advanced setting, where it's got here tag firing priority, we want this Facebook base pixel code to fire immediately, the first thing that fires. So if we were to set that as a low number, it would fire lower down in the order. But what I want that to do is fire first. So I'm setting that to 99, which basically means that is going to fire first. Okay, so that is the Facebook pixel code. And it's a custom HTML. That's the tag, custom HTML. Paste the code in there. And then what I'm doing is on the triggers, let's get rid of that. And I'm going to trigger it on all pages. Okay? So then I'm going to click save. So that is the Facebook base pixel code installed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this registration. So again, what we're doing here is we're picking custom HTML. And when we come back to the pixel and click continue, we want to manually add an event code. And for this particular one, we want them as a complete registration. So I'm going to copy that, come back over to Google Tag Manager, and I'm going to paste that in there. And there is no need for me, as you can see, there is no need for me to put any tag firing priority, because we've already done that. So again, the thank you trigger. So I'm going to clear this out so you can actually see. The trigger is some page view, and the page URL contains omni-channel funnels thank you for the video, which is this particular page here. So when I click on that, that's going to give me the URL, which I then copy, and then I also paste that into the page view there. Okay? So we're going to get out of that. So we've now got the Facebook base pixel code installed and a registration. So you would also do the same for the value video training. So if I come down to the value video training, as you can see here, when I click on that link, right now that isn't empty page because I've not copied anything across. But that is going to be a value video. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to add a new tag. So the new tag would be value video 01. The tag configuration, again, custom HTML. And then I'm going to come back over to my Facebook pixel, click done, set up the pixel again, manually, continue, and I'm going to manually add the event. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to have that as a view content. So come back over to Google Tag Manager and I'm going to have view content. And again, I don't need to have any advanced settings. This will always fire after the base pixel. But I do want this to trigger on a page. So value video 1 page. Page view, some pages, page URL contains, and then I paste in the URL for the this one here. So I'm going to copy that, come back over, and I'm going to paste that into the page view that contains that. Click Save. So as you can see now, I have 3. I have the base pixel code, registration confirmed, and the value video. So when I click Preview in Google Tag Manager, when I come back over to this particular, where there's nothing there, I haven't uploaded that, but that's going to show the base pixel and the value video. So if I come back over to the thank you page and I view that page, that is going to show Facebook pixel and registration confirmed. So on this particular page, it's fired to Facebook pixel. It's the base code and the registration confirmed. So that's all working. And you test that by turning on, within Google Tag Manager, you turn that on by pressing the preview button. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up Google Analytics. And in this video, I'm going to set up the basic analytics. In future videos, we're going to dig a lot deeper into tracking within Google Analytics, within Google Tag Manager, video views, and some other cool plugins that I found. But I just want you to understand that this is the type of tracking that you're going to be doing when you're doing webinars, product launches, because it allows you much more granular control over what Facebook shows you, what Google Analytics shows you, and you just have so much more control. So let's go over to Google Analytics. So you go to analytics.google.com. I'm going to create an account. and I'm going to call this Omni Omnichannel Funnels Google Analytics. Next. It's for the web. Next. Website name, Omni Omnichannel Funnels, HTTPS, www. omnichannelfunnels.com, and I'm going to choose this as other this time. I'm going to click create. I accept, I accept, I accept. And I'm going to grab this tracking ID. If I can grab the tracking ID. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to come back over to Google Tag Manager. I'm going to add a new tag, and we're going to call this Google Analytics. Tag configuration. We're going to use Universal Analytics. Click Save. And then the triggering is on all pages. Okay? So again, on this, the Google Analytics settings, Google Analytics settings enable you to easily use and maintain across tags. You may configure your settings in this tag independently by checking the override tick box. If you don't, you must set your tracking ID via the override. So I've put in the Google Analytics settings. And I'm not going to add, again, I'm not going to add a tag firing priority. So I'm going to click Save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back to one of these videos, and we're going to refresh. And there we go. Facebook, base pixel, Google Analytics, and the registration confirmed event. So what we've basically been through in this training is how to set up Google Tag Manager code in ClickFunnels. Same thing goes for WordPress, for Kartra, for any landing page software. And then everything else you will be doing within Google Tag Manager. And moving on from this, in the next lesson we're going to expand on that, and we're going to show you some real funky stuff on how to track button clicks, how to use Google Analytics for tracking video views, percentages, and we're also going to be digging deep into Active Campaign to show you how to do pretty advanced automation. So that's it for this initial video. I will upload this to our members area. Obviously, as always, any questions, please leave them below this video, and we will catch up soon. Take care. Bye-bye.